Lads, I don't like making these videos. Contrary to popular belief, I don't like making these videos. Because like, you wouldn't see this in any other company. That's the thing. Like, I don't play MLB. I assume MLB wouldn't do this. I play FIFA. FIFA would never do these things. FIFA would never do these things. And it's actually just getting bad. First of all, I've already made videos. Go-karts and Invincibles are the same thing. I don't care what anyone says, they're the same thing. But that's not the problem. Like, you might say, oh yeah, Go Kobe and Invincible Kobe are basically the same. But you know what? One thing I will say, there's a couple of stats different. There's a few stats that are different. At least. But then again, Invincibles were what we thought were going to be the 99 every single stat cards. So the fact that they brought in new 99 overall stat cards, yeah, whatever. That's to make money. That's to make money. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like it is what it is. And then I saw this card right here. First of all, before people complain, this Danny Ferry is way better than the other Danny Ferry. Not way better, he's better. He's better. Like, he is better. Like, this Danny Ferry here with 33 off badges versus this one here with 72 total badges. This Danny Ferry might be the best card in the game. Badges do matter. And I'm not trying to argue that they're going to be the exact same in game. I'm just arguing that 2K are just being lazy for no reason. Like, this card right here was out in April. And you're looking 85 draw fell. All these stats right here. All of these things right here. Like, yeah, he is lacking a couple of badges. But stats-wise, he's not perfect. And, like, if we're looking at total stats, 3037. But even we're looking now currently at, like, Eric Pascal, better stats. Felipe Lopez that came out, almost same stats, but he's a point guard, so that doesn't really count. Bonga, way better stats. Brian Scalabrine, a little bit worse stats, surprisingly enough. You're looking at the other Dark Matters that came out, way better stats. And I was just looking, I was like, this Danny Ferry's actually lacking a little bit in stats. Because 2K hit copy and paste. They hit copy and freaking paste. They're the same card. They are the same. Like, they're not the same card in game. Sorry. They're not the same card. Obviously, badges-wise, there's a difference. I'm trying to think of what badges he has on Hall of Fame that make a difference. This doesn't make a difference. Green Machine doesn't make a difference. Dimer doesn't really make a difference. Dream Shake doesn't make a difference. They're going to play the same in game. Trapper maybe makes a difference. Tight handles. It's actually better the fact that it's on Golds at Hall of Fame. Pick Dodger Hall of Fame kind of matters. Pickpocket to an extent. Intimidator is the same. Intercept is the same. So, like, you're not going to notice the difference between these two Danny Ferry cards. Let's be real. You're not going to notice the difference. He is better. He is better. But he's not much better. He's not enough better that if you have this Danny Ferry, there's no point upgrading. But he's definitely better. But at the same time, that's not an excuse. They just hit copy and paste. And I know you guys are probably playing my team being like, it's not a big deal. They gave him extra Hall of Fame badges. Like, that's where the problem is that if you've played any other Ultimate Team game, this wouldn't happen. Like, if this happened in FIFA, people would be going crazy if they released a copy and pasted card and tried to make you pay money for that. And it was a copy and paste. If they wanted to give him 50 Hall of Fame badge or 45 Hall of Fame badges, make him a Galaxy Opal and put him in the lower tier, fair enough. If they bumped up his standing dunk to 95, draw fell to 95, post moves to 98, post fade to 98. Trying to think what else. Like, they even low, like, there are certain stats like passing vision. The only reason passing vision is low, I know it doesn't do anything in game, is to keep the overall low. They even gave him low in the freaking overall cheesing stats. Like, why couldn't he have gone 95 steal, 95 block? 95 steal, 95 block. Give him 97 speed. Give him an 85 driving dunk. 90 draw foul. Does that make any difference in game? No, it doesn't. But it just shows the sheer laziness. It is just laziness. Like, we've been talking about clones. I get it, the Hall of Fame badges are not going to be exactly the same in game. But this is the first time they've copied and pasted a card in over a year. The last time they copied and pasted a card were these two cards. If you guys do remember from NBA 2K20. Luka Doncic. They copied and pasted these two cards right here. I'm not sure if we can, if you can do anything with these. So you can't compare. So if you guys can see 5 Hall of Fame badges, 30 golds, and these are the stats. This one here, 5 Hall of Fame badges, 30 golds, and the exact same stats. The only difference is that this one can't play point guard and this one could. This is the last time 2K copied and pasted stats on a card. By the way. Unless it's like the freaking players... Was it Players Club last year where they were meant to be the same cards, they were the equivalent? Like, or in like here... I mean, I think Hero cards had a little bit different in stats, but it was so few difference. But like, this is the first time we've seen it since this right here. So a free card, and I understand them putting Danny Ferry in packs. Because he's a fan favorite. And also, a lot of people weren't able to get Danny Ferry. A lot of people weren't able to get Danny Ferry. So I like the fact that 2K put him in packs. But why did they have to hit copy and paste? Like, is this a big deal? No, it's not. This is not a big deal. But like, we have to make these videos. Someone has to make this video because it's just sheer and utter laziness. It is laziness. I don't know who's responsible for it, but it's laziness. There is no question about that. The copying and pasting stats from a card from 3 months ago is laziness. And if it does happen to be one of the people that I actually like in 2K, then I don't even apologize. Because this isn't good enough. This is laziness. And like, yeah, stuff like this doesn't matter. It's the only basketball game on the market. But at the end of the day, like, why should we accept this? Like, we're getting clones upon clones upon clones for weeks, and then we get a literal clone. We get a literal clone. We get 6 different Dark Matter LeBrons. At least some of them get X and base. We have 4 different Dark Matter Magics that are the same damn card. Like, and maybe a big problem with this was they juiced up Ferry too much in April. And I do believe that that's a problem. But this Ferry has got some of the worst stats for a Dark Matter in the game. Like, badges-wise and animations, this might be the best card in the game. That's a whole nother debate. That badges and animations mean everything. Because this card might be the best card in the game. But he has bad stats for a Dark Matter. Like, the only reason that his stats are this bad is because 2K were lazy. Like, if this card in the right did not exist and they wanted to make a Dark Matter Danny Ferry, right now, on the 23rd of July, his stats would be better than this. But his stats are actually worse because 2K just said, screw it, let's copy and paste. Like, I get it. I get it. Cards are going to have to be the same. They juiced him too early. But he literally has worse stats than half the opals that are coming out. Like, he has stats. Like, he has worse stats than Dark Matters that were coming out in March. And do those stats make a difference? No, they don't. In game, this makes no difference. You have a better Danny Ferry card. It's going to be in most people's teams. I personally don't believe that anyone would notice the difference between this Danny Ferry and this Danny Ferry in game. I personally don't believe that would be a thing. I still think this Danny Ferry is God. He's God tier. It doesn't matter what gen you're on. But it's the bigger picture. It is the bigger picture. It's not about this one specific thing. It's the fact that 2K think it's okay to copy and paste a card and make us pay for it. And thankfully, this is not as bad as the Luka situation, because the Luka situation I do believe was worse because they copied and pasted a card and tried to make us pay for it twice. Whereas at least this one of them was free, so it's not too bad a situation. But this is something we just can't see. Like, this is something we can't see. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, you love just complaining about the game and nitpicking. No, this is something that has to be said. Like, if we start turning a blind eye to this, if this is what we start turning a blind eye to, who knows what they're going to do in the future? Like, things like this need to be stopped before they become a problem. Last year we made videos. I made a video and Phantoms made a video, and it was even in Agent 00's drama alert. It never happened again after Luka Doncic in 2K20 because it was nipped in the bud. Like, as soon as it happened with the Luka one, where they just changed the position on a card and tried to make us buy it twice, as soon as they copied and pasted the card, we were all on it and just being like, yeah, it is none. This can't happen. Is it a big deal? No, it's not. Is it a big deal? No. But it's one of the it's 100 little things that individually are not big deals that are combining to just harm what should be the best year of my team. What should have been the best year of my team ever. And it is still, I'm still going to say it is still the best year of my team ever. But these problems are just, they're problems of a company that looks at dollar signs first, play, and I'm trying to even think what is second. But they look at, I personally will always say it, when money's always going to matter, money's always going to be top. But I do believe gameplay and experience should be close to that. Whereas in 2K, there's such a big gap, and this again shows it. They literally copied and pasted a card and expect you to pay for it. At least it's not paying for it twice. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. They literally just hit copy and paste. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.